Okay, so my last video was, for some who did see it, a black screen with me having a mental breakdown, and I deleted it now because I had I said what I had to say, and um, I feel better, I guess, in some way. Although I'm stuck with things in my head, concerns, sadness about just situations in life that I know I'll have to deal with for as long as I live, and sometimes I just don't feel mentally ready for them. I still have videos on my computer about debate stuff and things I want to say. Um, and sometimes some of you want to see my face and have it like this maybe. But the problem is I cannot edit out like parts where I like constantly go like or have silences, or I don't know. My camera sometimes crashes on my phone as well because my phone is dying. Yeah, or I'm gendering my phone. This thing has been with me for only 3 years actually, but it's secondhand anyway. But that's not the main issue. The issue is it dropped a lot on the floor. It has cracks. It's heating up too much. It's sometimes just the apps just stop working and it freezes up, or things like that, and it constantly wants to update and it just doesn't. So I need to have a new phone. So this is already like, yeah, I don't know. Um, I just wanted to make like this video to give you awareness I'm better, and that I'm still not like just gonna vanish after some random debate videos. Like some of you really are annoyed with me probably because why do you make videos if it's like half-assed and once every year or something. But again, I'm not a professional YouTuber, and I'm also like I have a lot of other problems. Yeah, I have skin issues as well. So if you see them, I'm sorry. I shouldn't even say I'm sorry because I can't help it. It's just skin problems. Anyway, it's just like I said, I'm not a professional YouTube creator. And like I like clearly here, I'm awkward. Also, in my edits, sometimes my edits are bit too much because my sentences, my grammar structure or sentence structure, you know what I mean, like this. It happens a lot, and it just stretches out a video too long, and it's causing unnecessary confusion and everything. So we'll see how it ends. But I do want to discuss something. So there's a lot of drama, right? And like I mentioned before, I need to shut my door for a second. Involving not just trans people, also LGBT people in general. This light's a bit too exposing to me, but whatever. Um, just for the past couple of years, ever since COVID or even before COVID, there's things like mental health, Black Lives Matter. Um, the Me Too movement was before that. Trans movements, trans hate, gay movements, gay hate. Constant every year, or there's like something else comes out where there's a lot of drama involved in, and people are now like frustrated about Pride Month, and people are annoyed with Trans Month or trans awareness to that being too out there, and there's people annoyed with Black Lives Matter being too out there, and there's always something that people are annoyed by, and to that I would just say like if people don't want to have like such like fragmented awareness months or weeks or days, because first of all people forget it then it's like not important to them, or it just drags on for too long and capitalism feeds into it because or feeds off of it, I would say, because a lot of awareness moments, months or holiday moments or months or days, you can clearly hear I'm not native English, a native English speaker. My writing is a lot better than that, and even that is actually kind of failing right now. Anyway, I just want to say, like, capitalism takes their cut from holidays and from awareness months and pride, and it's not the fault of the community itself, it's them. But also because people just really want to celebrate and bring awareness to it, sometimes a lot in at once. And then there's a group of people who are not ready for it in whatever way there is, transphobic way or not, or homophobic way or a phobic way or not, or people just not knowing how to adjust to it. And then people freak out and there's like drama and arguments about it, or just like what is happening right now, just everywhere on the internet, on the radio, the news. It's just a bit much. Also, people sometimes fixate on it, and it makes it even worse. So, what I would always suggest, right, is to have just a awareness month in general, like for people with disorders, for gay people, straight people, bisexual people, trans people, black people, white people, I don't know, just a month where everyone can focus on a few main things that you see. There's different like awareness celebrations, right? But there is like a main or a common ground or a common theme that comes back in all of them, or a common idea, which is like fighting for who you believe in, fighting for your identity, not giving up, right? Thriving in life, being able to talk about it, being able to open up, being able to share with other people, being able to connect with each other, being able to trust each other. And this is what happens for black people, white people, tall people, short people, trans people, autistic people, ADHD people. So what my idea basically is, but unfortunately I'm not famous, I'm not big enough, or I'm not in politics, I'm not in the system or the government, or any kind of government. I would say just an awareness month. Of course, pride should still be there, and that's also the issue. Like, let's say if I want to have like Pride Month, Awareness Month, then other celebrations have to either shorten or go to this awareness month altogether, and they have to switch their dates, their planning, their people, their traditions, right? Because now it's a tradition at this point to have Pride Month instead of Pride Week, and then those people that, and I'm a part of that, for part of the LGBT, they will get upset, right? But I wouldn't. I just would be like, we can't just keep Pride, but have it for a week, but have a whole awareness month where, let's say, you make a flag, or you have a flag for your own like awareness group, or your like for a flag. There's a flag for black people, right? There's a flag for trans people. There's a flag for lesbian people. Let's say there's just could be one for autistic people, but these flags just show that for that month, that's what you focus on. That's what part, that's where, which group you are part of, and this is where how you support these people. And there can be a flag like right now that is for everything at once. But if you like in a shop or you're a shopkeeper and you just want to like focus on black awareness or something, I just call it like that, but you know what I mean. Then because you're a black shop owner and you want to have like people like you come over more, and of course you cannot allow white people in and stuff like that, like always, like you're just a shopkeeper, but like you have your community come in more and you can talk with them and you can share like a coffee with them, a tea, have snacks together with them. Same for trans people like me. Like it's not because it's one flag in a shop that no one else is allowed in. That's not the idea of awareness month. The idea of awareness month is that everyone is aware of being you as a person and fighting for your rights and fighting for who you are as a person. And you can just switch it up a little bit, have a flag of like my trans flag is out there, and then I have another flag out there for my autism. But that doesn't mean that that's all I care about and nothing else. It's just that's what I focus on for that month, and it's like that brings awareness to how I feel, what I want to bring up, what I want to open up about for that month, right? Because that month is especially dedicated to opening up and sharing who you are, or if you want to share that. There's no forcefulness. There's no like you have to do this, or if you don't, you lose on it. Like, because it will be every year, right? And it's a whole month, and it gives this community sense in a way, but also your chance to shine. You know what I mean? Like, it's a weird combination to say. Some people will not agree with me, but this is the best I can explain. That's the problem. Because right now it's so fragmented. People think there is community, but people are just being torn apart left and right. And that is not what we should build towards. Instead, we should build towards working together. I'm already going to have angry comments or people being angry, right? Definitely. And they'd be like, why would you take away our rights? And I'm like, I'm not taking away your rights. I'm just a person saying this on a random video anyway. Plus, my idea is the opposite, but I can just not explain it correctly because, again, my English is just, you have to have put faith in some people as well, that otherwise there can be community in your own community. If you cannot put trust or faith into people, you cannot put trust in your community either, because that's, your community is a bunch of people coming together and talking about their problems, or just existing together for a moment and feeling safe. And as this month is also meant to be like, if you have like your little community and you want to talk to them for that month or open up to them, then you can more than you already are allowed to do on a normal day. But that month is like no discrimination, and actually it should never be. But it's I mean, why else would there be a pride? Why else would there be Black Lives Matter? Why else would there be fucking Me Too movements? If we should be caring about each other every day anyway, right? Because it just brings more focus. That was a drama with Black Lives Matter as well. Like, oh, but all lives matter. These months or these days or weeks, they have a reason, right? Even Pride Month has a reason, but it's so fragmented and people are torn apart clearly that it's only doing the opposite than bringing people together. That's my opinion. You take of it what you will. Okay, I'm gonna have to go.